Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video I'm gonna show off my self-cast super budget Spark character, Templar Inquisitor. First of all, I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of gameplay so you can kind of see what we're dealing with before I go into the passive tree and also the gear. I also want to give you a little tip on how I found my 6-link chest, for example. I'm just gonna show you off in Dried Lake. This can do also. I've done yellow maps on this character, even though it's 74. I've done yellow maps, higher level yellow maps. But what it does is just this is just what it does. This is a little bit about it does the thing. You can see my buffs in the top. Hopefully good enough. Throws out these little spiders, which actually is Spark. It's just an MTX on it. And that's it basically. I just want to show you a little bit what it does. So if you felt like that is what you're looking for, let's continue watching the video. And everything that I mention with the passive tree and the gear and the links to the gyms is all in the description. So first of all, we are going Templar, and that is what we start out as here as a Templar. Pretty straightforward. You go through here, go pick up the life here before you venture into the witched area and also the what's it called, the shadow area. What to note is that I'm going 100% pierce, picking up the pierce nodes here and also having the pierce gem in my gear, which I'm coming back to. Getting power charges and so on. What I'm missing here is that I'm missing the crit here, the crit there, and the crit multi here. That's what I'm missing for the gear at the moment, for the spec at the moment. So just a little overview about the tree. It's also in the description, so click it to see it. Good. Let's go to the gear, and first of all, we have this wand. How I searched for this wand is that I searched for the highest lightning damage you can get, and that is basically just going to PvE trade, type in lightning damage, and just see how much you want to spend for it. I spent 1 chaos on this one, and it has like I think a 130% spell damage approximately. So I got this for 1 chaos. Gloves, pretty straightforward. Just life and resists with a little bit of strength on it. Belt also life and resists. Boots, I actually have dexterity, a little bit dexterity. You kind of need a little bit of dexterity in this build because you're not really passing through a lot of dexterity nodes. You are actually going through here, which is there is one here. But if you can get it on gear, it's a little bit better. Rings, again, you can't really see it, but just pretty much really straightforward. Life and gear and resists. There is nothing really too significant. I'm not using any uniques in this build. Well, I'm using a flask that is unique, but I'm not using any uniques in this build. You can do Skyforge, if you have those, you can use those. What was the other? You can also use Call of the Brotherhood. Call of the Brotherhood is also very good. And the most significant thing is that I use this helmet that has additional 2 projectiles to Spark. So my Spark has 7 projectiles now. When I pop this baby in here, I get 9 projectiles. You can also get what's it called? You can also get what's it called thing? It's also called Spark Damage and Spark Duration. You don't really want Spark Duration because you're actually running duration on the 6-link. But definitely get either projectiles or get the damage. So what I did is that I looked for a helmet first that kind of was okay. So I went for the actually I went for the 6-link first, and then I went for the helmet, and then I filled out my resist with the rest of my gear. And that's kind of the cool part of this super budget build, is that you can get these two, and then you just fill out the rest of your gear, and not worry about resist or anything like that. That's why it becomes very cheap, even though it has a 6 link and also a spark enchant on the helmet. So, anyways, let me tell you about the links. The links that's in the wand is just use Vaal clarity and increased duration. That's increased duration for the Vaal clarity. It doesn't work on the normal clarity. I have a Herald of Ice setup. You can't really see it for there, but it's a Herald of Ice setup with Ice Bite and Assassin's Mark and Curse on Hit. And what it does is that when it explodes one monster, it does the area effect damage that it does, Ice does, and it then triggers the curse on hit and gets the next monster to have next to it to have Assassin's Mark. And why I'm putting Ice Bite is that there's a 66 chance to gain a frenzy charge with killing a frozen monster. So if when they freeze, there's a 66 chance that I'm getting a frenzy charge. So I'm getting my power charges from Assassin's Mark, and then I'm getting frenzy charges from Ice Bite. Next thing is that I use a Vaal Spark setup with Vaal Spark, of course, Pierce, because I'm going full Pierce, the duration, and the Spell Echo. So this is pretty much very standard setup for Vaal Spark, since my main skill is my normal Spark. So next thing is that I'm using Lightning Warp with faster casting and Ice Golem. Ice Golem, of course, for the crit. And I'm also I also forgot to explain from very, very important with this build, and that's actually in the passive tree. It's about the crit. And why I'm going crit is that I have this note here. Let me hold over it. And what that note actually says, if you don't speak Path of Exile, is that that I always have well, if I don't crit, I penetrate 10% of the enemy's elemental resistance. But if I crit, and which we are scaling very highly, we're scaling crit immense, like everything is crit. It ignores all the enemy's elemental resist. That means that if I crit, I have 100% elemental. They have, like, if they had 100, let's say they have 100 resistance to lightning, they will, if it's the crit rolls on the spark, then it ignores every resistance they have. So that's really what this is very cool, because you kind of just stack all that crit. You're getting crit from here, you are getting crit from here, and crit from here, crit for all the power charges, and that's that, and also from, of course, the Ice Golem. Getting all this crit means that we are not running any lightning penetration gem in this setup, because Sparks scales with so many awesome things. So for my main skill, I have Spark, I have Spell Echo, I have increased critical strikes, I have duration, I have faster projectiles, and I have Pierce. This is super awesome, because normally if you don't have Pierce on, for example, Spark, when it hits a monster, it disappears. Like it uses that charge on the monster. But when it has Pierce, it penetrates, and it does the damage, but then it doesn't disappear, so it can hit another monster, and this projectile, which is Spark issues a projectile, it then turns all the way around. Like it can hit multiple targets and do damage, and that's why I'm not. That's why I'm running so much crit. Is that I can ignore all this resistance and not run a resistance gem. So that was about the gear. I want to show you guys a little bit of how I found my 6 link. This is probably not new to many people, but I'm just going to show you the process that I did by finding this this thing. So I went and found a body armor. Oh, actually, in prophecy. I actually have to be in prophecy. This is just, that doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna take it in prophecy, normal prophecy. Body armor. I don't want any energy shield on it, so I put 0 in here. I want it, of course, linked. It doesn't matter with the sockets. You can just put in here because, well, that's here. You can put in the numbers, how many red sockets you want, how many red, yellow, and how many blue you want. And then we have the 6 link, right? The colors of it. Then we can also find corrupted, because mine, but as you saw, is corrupted. Mine is corrupted, which I can't change the colors of it. When it's corrupted, you can't change the links in it, you can't change the sockets in it, you can't change the color of it, you can't change the quality of it. So you can do nothing to it unless you have the Master Verici, I think, high enough. And then it's like super expensive anyway. So anyways, I put in maximum life. I just put in like this, like life, and went for the maximum. Put nothing max or minimum on this, because again, we are not looking for resistance on like mine has like no resist at all. It has 20 and has 7 lightning resist. It has 59 life, which is not that good, but it's not that terrible either. It's okay. It's fine for a 6 link that cost me 15 chaos. This cost me 15 chaos. All in all, I spent around, I think I've spent less than between 30 chaos and 40 chaos on this, like, whole thing. Maybe even less. Maybe even less than that. Well, anyways, I searched, then you search for online only, of course. You want to buy it now, and buyout only. You can also do it with not buyout, but I like to just buy my stuff for the price it has. And I put in minimum of 30 chaos. That's the price I maximum want to buy. So you just click search, and there is 6 results, and it's gonna show me the lowest of it first, and that is 17. It only has 16 life, but actually right here there's another chest which is actually better than my chest for 20. So it's also 5 chaos more expensive, but it has a little bit more life. And as you can see, it has the 3 blue ones and 2 green sockets and the 1 red that we need. And all of these are what we need. And for 25 chaos, there's actually a 95 life armor one here. Holy moly! I could actually be very tempted to buy this one actually just for 25. That is a nice price. Like I said, I only wanted to buy 30. Maybe you want to get it a little bit higher. Maybe you want to go, like, let's say I want to go 65 chaos. Let's go 65 chaos, right? Then there's 8 results. Then go in the bottom. This has 50, and it has 50, and it's 53 life. Okay, so like even for 10 chaos less, you get 80 life. I know that this has dual resist. This has also a cold roll, but since we are not looking for any, resistance on our gear. Anything that resist on the gear is just a bonus, and be like, yeah, great, nice. But we just want the highest. We just really want the highest life on it. So I even think the 91 is. No, it's not still here. Still here. So get fast, guys. Get the 95 chaos. It actually have 1100 armor also, and a fire resist and a cold and a chaos resist. This is amazing armor for 25 chaos. This is a bargain. This is really a bargain. I might actually just buy that one. I think I'll buy it actually. So I'll actually buy that. Oh, oops! Somebody actually wanted to buy something for me. But anyways, guys, that was the video. I hope you liked it. I had to do a little video. I hope to see you guys soon, maybe in the. Oh, he got one. But anyways, guys, like I said, like, subscribe, or share. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your neighbor. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, put a link in, not link, but a comment in below or something like that. And if yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.